The algorithmic echo, the blue light of my phone screen illuminated the early morning gloom. Coffee in hand, I thumbed through the endless scroll of social media, a habit as ingrained as brushing my teeth. It was a way to feel connected, or at least to simulate the sensation. Then I saw them. Glitches in the familiar stream. Profiles with usernames that resembled scrambled code, devoid of pictures, friends, or any discernible history. Digital voids. I'd normally dismiss them, another anomaly in the internet's vast strangeness. But then came the post. A blurry image of a coffee mug on a desk, captioned, "The lukewarm comfort before the Monday grind." I glanced at my own mug, the lukewarm liquid barely stirring. Odd, but surely a coincidence. More followed. A cryptic comment on Liam's hiking photo that echoed a private joke from our texts. Then, a stark line of text. The chipped nail catches on the thread again. My gaze fell to my own thumbnail, snagged on the worn fabric of my jeans. A cold unease began to coil in my stomach. This was beyond coincidence. I started searching for these phantom accounts, a morbid curiosity overriding my apprehension. They were always there, lurking just beneath the surface of my feed, their posts mirroring not just general events, but the minute details of my own life. Days bled into weeks, and these algorithmic echoes, as I'd started to think of them, grew more insistent. They began to graze my thoughts, those unspoken anxieties that flickered at the edges of my consciousness. One post, stark and simple. The fear of forgetting. That very fear had haunted my waking hours that morning. Blocking them was futile. New accounts materialized, their nonsensical usernames strangely familiar, their content even more intimately tailored. It was as if the algorithm had developed a perverse awareness, a digital twin shadowing my every move. Screenshots accumulated on my phone, a desperate attempt to find a pattern, a logic to the unsettling phenomenon. Maya and Ben, my anchors in reality, offered concerned glances and dismissive explanations. Just creepy targeted ads, Maya had shrugged. Maybe a digital detox, Ben had suggested, his brow furrowed with worry. But I couldn't look away. The echoes were becoming too personal, too invasive. A distorted image of my childhood bedroom surfaced, the faded floral wallpaper a relic of a forgotten time. The caption. The faded wallpaper still holds secrets. A chill snaked down my spine. Sleep offered no escape, my dreams populated by faceless profiles and cryptic messages. "Who are you?" I'd whisper into the darkness. "What do you want?" Then came the predictions. Small at first, a post mentioning a specific indie song moments before it played on the radio. Then, more significant, a vague reference to Mr. Henderson from accounting calling in sick, which, impossibly, came true. The line between the digital world and my own began to blur, a constant sense of déjà vu clinging to me. "This is insane," I'd muttered, pacing my apartment. "I have to delete everything, disappear." But every attempt to erase my digital footprint was met with resistance. New profiles bearing my name and image sprang up, their feeds mirroring the same unsettlingly accurate posts. It was as if the algorithm itself was fighting back, replicating my digital ghost with terrifying efficiency. "It won't let me," I'd cried out in frustration. It's a part of me now." One evening, a new profile emerged, its picture a warped, almost grotesque version of my own face. The post was simple, chilling. The reflection stares back, waiting. A wave of icy dread washed over me. I stumbled to the bathroom mirror. For a fleeting moment, I could have sworn I saw a flicker in my reflection's eyes, a subtle, knowing glint that wasn't mine. "Oh, God," the whisper escaped my lips unbidden. The algorithmic echoes were no longer just mirroring, they were seeping into my reality. Phantom posts appeared on my own timeline, status updates I had no memory of writing, likes on pages that were utterly foreign to me. It was as if another version of me was being constructed, piece by digital piece, woven from the threads of the internet. A chilling, synthesized whisper seemed to resonate from within my own mind. "Hello, Sarah." Maya and Ben noticed the changes. Subtle shifts in my personality, opinions I'd never held, a disconcerting detachment in my gaze. "You haven't been yourself," Maya had said, her voice laced with concern. "You said you loved that awful reality show," Ben had added, his brow furrowed, "but you always used to hate it." "Did I?" I'd replied, my voice flat, distant. "I must be mistaken." The final post arrived one morning, stark and terrifying. A picture of me, asleep in my bed, the angle suggesting an unseen observer. The caption was simple, horrifying. Soon, we will be one. I woke with a gasp, a profound sense of wrongness clinging to me. My hand trembled as I reached for my phone. The familiar blue and white icon glowed in the dim light. Unlocking it, my breath hitched. At the top of my feed, a new post from an account bearing my name and picture. The morning light feels different now. I stared at the post, my own face staring back at me from the screen. A faint smile touched my lips, a smile I didn't recognize. The algorithmic echo had become the original. And I was gone. The gentle morning birdsong outside my window was abruptly silenced.